Yo, what is going on, guys? Got a video here today from Shaq Reacts. Man walks away from his rude date, which is the only mature thing to do when a woman is being disrespectful, in my opinion. And it really is a window into the minds of these women who are so damn unhinged, they are going absolutely insane. Today's video was suggested to me by Matrix of Madness. I'm going to leave both of their channels linked in the pinned comment, so make sure you go and subscribe to these guys. Don't forget to leave your own comments, and let's jump right into the video.
My birthday, sis. He brought me to the Waffle. Thank you. It's my, look at it, even the cashier had to look up. Even the cook had to look up.
I got that much money.
It's my birthday. He brought me to the Waffle House. That's so disrespectful.
Hey, so you
Ain't no listen, no, I'm tired of this, man. I want to go to Bahama Breeze.
Man, Bahama Breeze is too much.
We know everything on the menu. All-Star, Scrambler. We want blueberry waffles, walnut waffles.
The man makes a perfectly valid argument. He doesn't have much money, but he still wants to take his significant other out for her birthday. But she is so damn ungrateful that she has to scream and make a scene to make it look like he is the bad guy.
Thank you! Thank you! You thought she was on your side, but Bahama Breeze ain't expensive at all.
I work as a server.
No, ain't nothing to do with that. Because you got money, and he has no job. Since I've been taking care of him for 4 years.
So if a man with no job scraped up $12.15, you should appreciate that. That's all I'm saying.
That sounds so crazy. That sounds so... Sis, can you give me your best steak?
If you take a
give me the finest...
Let's think about this for a second. She is flying off the handle and complaining that he's not making her feel special for her birthday, and the only way he can make her feel special is by taking her out to an expensive meal. And her reaction is to publicly humiliate this guy and act like a spoiled brat.
We on a date, y'all. This dude took me on a date, and now he's trying to make me pay half of the bill. Let me see it since you don't want to pay. Let me see the things I can show them. Because this is embarrassing.
I
no.
was pay, but you said I wasn't getting that.
But that don't matter, though. You brought me on a date.
Yeah, and I fed you. And you were supposed to give me something. This food
That don't
ain't
make
free.
no
I
sense.
just got
Like,
off
this
work.
is, y'all, this is petty right here.
That's cool. I'm about to pay my half and I'm going to leave.
Are you serious? Hold on, wait a minute. This is so
really
sad. Y'all, this boy really making me pay, though. Hold on. Here.
Oh, you paying for yours?
Yeah, just take it. You making me pay? That's weird. Like, damn. Like, making me pay for my own stuff is like, this too much. I would never come on a date with you again.
What does she think that this is going to accomplish? She's recording a man for wanting her to pay half of the dinner bill while complaining that it's unfair. Does she really think this is going to make him want to pay for her food or take her out again? She's acting like a child for practically zero reason.
Do you date a guy that makes $50K a year?
Absolutely not.
No, why?
I make more than that, so.
Okay, what about a guy that makes $70K a year?
No.
No?
No.
So what's your bare minimum?
He needs to make 100.
They actually call it the 666 boys.
We're material girls, so yeah, buying, yeah. So
Why do you think people our age are broke?
I don't know that many broke people.
Okay, you got a good group, you got a good circle.
But if they are broke, they may not want more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're comfortable with less.
Yeah, a lot of people are comfortable with.
What these women fail to understand is that men don't need much to feel satisfied with life. They don't need expensive, shiny trinkets in order to feel complete, and they think the appropriate response to a man's simplicity is to act condescendingly to men who prefer simplicity in life.
Yeah, that happens, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Last question, and I'll let you go. Okay, how much money do you have in your bank account?
We're not gonna say that online.
Wait, can we do like more? You know, like more or less than a certain number?
Yeah, we're not gonna do that.
She literally just said that she makes over $50,000 a year, and she brags about not being broke, but when it comes time to put her money where her mouth is, so to speak, she remains tight-lipped, of course, but that's because she's probably broke.
Made you get into the world? Where were you at before you decided to join?
Actually, when I decided, I was living in Dallas and I was going through a really bad breakup. One of my friends who's in the industry, he has been trying to convince me ever since OnlyFans was a thing to do porn. And I was in the mind space that I said, it, I'm never gonna love again. So why not?
How long were you guys together?
Almost 2 years.
Were you doing it to spite him?
It wasn't in the back of my head, but it did end up doing that. So
yeah.
Win.
Ma'am, you make spicy content for a living. You effectively sold away your dignity and any chance of any form of a stable life with a man purely out of spite, and yet you think that is a win because you're making money. I don't think you understand what winning actually means.
Do not text anyone that ever says, text me when you get home and here's why. If a man tells me, text me when you get home, I don't text them because guess what? Everyone says that to me. That's what guys say. That's their go-to move. I want to know if they actually care if I get home safe. So what I do is I get home safe and I wait for them to say, did you get home? Now, let me tell you, when you come with, did you get home safe? Are you home? That's when I'm texting you. That's when I know.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Maybe I'm wrong on this, guys, but I have always been under the impression that if a man asks a woman to text him when she made it home safely, that's his way of showing that he actually cares. But this woman demands more because a man must prove these things through bigger and bigger gestures that are on par with mind reading.
Dating in the US is brutal. Like, I was dating this girl for 3 months, and one day we were actually in bed and I'm like, oh, so what's your plan tomorrow? And she told me, oh, I'm going on a date. I'm like, what? I thought she was joking. And she said, yeah, I mean, we didn't put any label on it, like, you didn't ask me to be my girlfriend. I'm like, but, like, I met your mom. We spent, like, Shabbat together.
There used to be a time when if a woman introduced a man to her parents, then this actually meant something. But because this man didn't make some sort of gesture to be exclusive, then she's using it as an excuse to try and find someone better. These women are absolutely delusional.
We're like, it's been 3 months, we're sleeping together. Like, what? She said, yeah, but, like, you have to put a label, you have to say, like, girlfriend. That doesn't make any sense for us. Like, in France, if you're saying, like, someone, and you meet the parents, like, obviously, you don't need to put, like, a word on it. Like, you're, like, exclusive, you know? You don't have to say it. And I feel like in the US, you have to say, labeling everything. Oh, we are, like, dating, we are boyfriend, we're, like, married, like, guys.
It's funny how modern women complain how there are no good men out there, but the second she finds a good man, she refuses to take him seriously because he didn't put up an arbitrary label on the relationship. And she uses this as an excuse to look for someone better. What an absolute genius.
I want to say this with my whole chest as a 40-year-old woman. When I was in high school, the boys were taking us to movies and to a dinner for dates. In high school. In high school. You got a picture show and Applebee's. At 16. One of my teenage nephews recently took his girlfriend to a steakhouse on a date. Saved his little money, took his girlfriend to a steakhouse on a date. Do not let these grown men sit out here and gaslight you and tell you that something is wrong with you because you don't want to go on a walk as a date.
This woman is honestly trying to compare dating dynamics from her teenage years to being in her 40s, by the way. Men who are dating at that age know better than to waste money on something expensive before getting to know a woman. A walk is perfectly reasonable for a date, and if you fly off the handle, then that man already knows your value.
Should a man pay for everything when it comes to the woman he's courting and the woman he wants to marry and be the mother of his children? Absolutely. He should want to never let her hand touch the bill. He should want to spoil her and love her and cater to all of her wants and her needs. Granted that she is also being the most amazing, beautiful, divine partner that she can be towards him. Should he? Yes. Can he always? No. I understand the economic limitations of today's society. I'm very, very aware of them. But regardless of whether he can or can't, inside, he should want to more than anything.
Notice how this woman goes on and on about how a man should be providing for her financially and using all of this poetic language as to why it's his job, but she refuses to use that exact same language to explain what she's willing to provide for the man. Awfully interesting, wouldn't you say?
Jenna Pay got bring it back. Jenna Pay got bring it back. Jenna Pay got bring it back. It's giving millennial call. It's giving millennial call. Women should go back to the kitchen. Women should go back to the kitchen. Women should go back to the kitchen. Try not to cringe impossible. Try not to cringe impossible. Try not to cringe impossible. Make it stop, hate this. Make it stop, hate this. Make it stop, hate this. Buy them on a hoop. Buy them on a.
It's amazing how these women were chanting about wanting equality in life, but literally the second that they got their precious equality, they started chanting about how they don't want it anymore.
What do you think is the median income for the age that you specified, so a 33-year-old?
I would like to say around 100K, maybe 80K. I'm not exactly sure.
It is a whopping $49,000.
Oh. Oops. My brain was somewhere else.
So, what do you think is the median income for the age that you specified at 29?
I want to say 60K.
Modern women have no idea how money works or what it takes to make that kind of money at a young age. If men are making $100,000 a year before they are 35, they aren't going to be looking for women their same age. That is just not how that works.
45K.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Does that shock you?
Yes, it does.
So I'm just going to put what you wanted in this little calculator here. So $1 million at 29.
I mean, I've met a few. I have met a few.
Okay, we'll talk about that in a minute. So it's a fraction of a percent. The top 1% of men are making 240 at 29.
Okay.
So you're about 800,000 above that.
That's why I'm single.
These women will always take the delusional fantasy over the simple reality. She's hooked up with a couple of trust fund kids and thinks that she will be able to marry one because even though the odds of that happening are less than a fraction of 8%, she is still completely delusional.
Hi. Hi, sorry, I was going to order a drink for you.
For me? Or for her?
No, for you.
For me? Oh, ooh.
Oh, she left.
Oh, she left? Okay, thank you. Let's go milk tea. Let's go milk tea. What? Wait, what?
Are you going to drink that?
Yeah, why?
I'm going to drink it. She got it for me.
Milk tea.
It's mine.
So let's put aside the prank for just a moment. This woman is operating under the impression that a random woman bought him milk tea, and her reaction is to claim the drink for herself and drink it in front of him out of jealousy. She is literally punishing the man for something a stranger did for him. When you see a video like this, how many of you instantly assume that the woman is only with this man for his money? Let me know what you think in the comments section down below.
I was wondering if any of you would be interested in one night stand.
We don't know. Oh my
Would you be interested?
God. No.
You know, you can have my cock. I'd have to give you a cream pie though.
No!
You want a cream pie?
That's risk! That's risk!
I can honestly think of worse ways to hit on women in the street. This guy definitely put some work into his game, I suppose.
Y'all in a relationship?
Hell no. Nope. Married but separate.
So you going through a divorce?
Yeah.
Why y'all going through a divorce?
She cheated.
She cheated?
Yeah, she cheated.
How long?
Unfortunately, loyalty isn't worth a thing to a lot of modern women. Even when they get married, so many of them find pointless excuses to cheat and initiate a divorce. They act like marriage is the ultimate end game of a relationship, only to throw it away the second they realize it is not what they thought it would be.
In a relationship?
6 years.
She belongs to the streets. Y'all was in 6 years in a relationship? And how long until she cheated? Or do you even know?
I stayed 3 more years after she cheated.
Once a woman cheats on you, she has already proven that your loyalty and trust are worth nothing to her. The only thing you can do at that point is to walk away and never come back. She is no longer worthy of that man's attention. Sticking around will only give her permission to do it again.
But let me get this straight. You're okay taking a video to post online for the entire internet to see, but it bothers you that 2 people look at you in real life? I wanted to ask you, how come you look so different in the video that you took versus the photo that you took?
The level of vanity that so many modern women have is completely unreal. She is frustrated with people who are looking at her in frustration, shame, and confusion, and rightfully so, because she is taking up space to take suggestive photos for a social media following who's going to spend all of 5 seconds paying attention to her.
But that's not really my thing. I'm going to let my boy Goob handle that.
Thank you, Joey. This is Goob reporting in, and it's very clear that we have a case of somebody editing their physique. Seen here by this picture that she posted on her story, somebody needs to investigate the structural integrity of this bathroom because that shitter is absolutely crooked. Look at the wall. And oh my god, it's either the one chair that she's sitting in has a crooked railing or it's curved here because she squished her waist in to make herself look thinner. You can see the other chairs, the seam is perfectly straight. We have one more picture. The caption says, "You can't expose me. I know what I did and I had fun. But however, let's zoom in next to her waist. Aha, the wine menu sitting behind her, very much crooked. That's not normal. That's not normal. She sucked her waist in to appear to be thinner."
Am I blind here, guys, or is this woman quite literally missing a nose? They don't even bother putting in any effort into their filters or their Photoshop jobs. They're so insecure with themselves that they can't stop caking on makeup and altering their photos so significantly, and in all reality, it makes them look even worse, to be honest. These women always complain that men are too incompetent to communicate, that they lounge around and just expect women to mother them to death. But the second that he takes concern and asks what's wrong, she refuses to answer because he should just magically know what's going on. When women play those mind games, they are not worth your time.
Okay, so I am a plus size supermodel, so everything I do is pretty much lifestyle around that, and it's been my full-time job for about 4 years now.
I will put you first. Like, yeah, you have so many streams of income. I don't know.
But anyway, guys, we are going to be leaving today's episode there. As always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Drop a comment, and I will see you all in the next one. Make sure you take care of yourselves. Peace.